Hey, good morning, homesteaders. Sitting out here on my back porch this morning, getting ready to go out and get some stuff for my foliar feed. A couple days ago, I went through and posted, basically what foliar feeds were. So now I wanted to go through today and touch on a couple things that I didn't state. Let me stop there real quick. We will have to deal with the neighbor's dog. It's a guardian dog. She's just doing her job. She sees somebody out here, so she's just trying to protect her animals. So please excuse the barking. Anyway, I wanted to touch on some things that I didn't state previously. Um, Regenerative agriculture is it's new. Okay. You know, there's a lot of pioneers, Brian O'Hare, Craig Floyd, Nigel Palmer, John Kemp, that's really starting to push against commercial ag. That there is a better way, an easier way to go through and work with nature when it comes to our plants. All right. One of the things that was told to me was, since World War II, the nutrient value of our food has dropped 80%. Not only that, it's full of pesticides, herbicides, and stuff like that. Which you all know this, and that's why you're going through and you're doing what you're doing. All right, but there's an easy, I won't say easy, there's another way of going through and doing this, and that's through regenerative processes. All right. Um, an example my father gave to me when he worked at the Giving Garden, which is a farm that provides food for um, you know the people that just don't have a lot of food. All right. Uh, so he worked there, and then he had a company that used to test food out of California, and the nutrient value of carrots. My father sent them some of the carrots that they were growing utilizing regenerative processes. Uh, Compared to a commercially grown carrot versus the carrot grown through regenerative agriculture, it would take 6 commercially grown carrots to equal 1 carrot grown through regenerative ag. All right, as far as the nutrient value goes. So what we're doing is we're helping nature. All right, we are using nature to feed nature, and uh, it's increasing the nutrient, the health of the plant, and making the food that we're making or growing nutrient dense. So, what is the importance of doing a foliar feed? Well, think of it this way: when you're sick, um, you're not feeling good, whatever the case may be, you go to the doctor. The doctor gives you an injection. All right, it goes through and starts to attack whatever it is that is wrong. It makes you feel better, whatever the shot is. All right. A foliar feed is the same thing. All right, without the needles. Uh, you're giving food or giving the nutrients to the plants immediately. All right, the plants are taking it immediately. Now, they're you. It's like a shot. It's like a shot of nutrients. All right. The best time to do your foliar feeds is in the morning. The pores of the plants are open before 8 a.m. in the morning. All right. The pores in the plants is called a stomata. So if you do your feeds in the morning before 8 a.m., this gives a better opportunity for the plants themselves to go through and suck in those nutrients that you're doing. Now, a foliar feed, it sounds expensive. All right, folks, I'm retired. I don't have money. All right. I am on a very strict budget. But by going through and doing things regenerative, all right, I can't afford a microscope. I can't afford a lot of these big testing machines and stuff like that. I need to keep it simple. All right, I need to keep it cost effective. All right, I also need to keep it time effective. Running a homestead, there's a lot that you have to go through and do. There's a lot that you have to go through and build. So that's why I have latched onto regenerative agriculture so much. All right. With the foliar feeds, it costs you nothing. Well, correction, it costs you maybe a 5 gallon pail, all right, and an aquarium pump. That's it. All right. Everything else you get from your homestead. And today I'm going to walk around and I'm going to show you some of the examples of stuff that I go through and I use in my feeds. Now, this isn't, a perfect recipe. Okay. Your area may be different than mine. All right. I'm sure it is. But this is a kind of start giving you an idea as to what to look for, what you can go through and use. Um, so then when you go through and you do your feeds, you're feeding the plants immediately and you'll see a result in your plants, all right, within an hour. Okay. Another big benefit of going through and doing the foliar feeds is you're out in the garden. All right. You have to be out in your garden regularly to be able to see what's going on. Okay. Is there infestation of bugs? Is there a disease? Is the plant healthy? Does it need water? All right. Is it getting too much sun? Those are the things that you can only find out if you're out in the garden and you're out there regularly. Something else that I'm learning is everything has electrical impulses. Everything has electricity running through it. Okay, um, we do. The grass does. The plants do. And by interacting with these plants, all right, you are sharing those electrical impulses. Okay, it's kind of like grounding. All right, when you go through, excuse me, when you go through, you take your shoes off and you're walking through. You're walking outside. You're grounding yourself. Okay, and that's very beneficial for you. Although in Oklahoma, there's full of stickers and burr weeds, so it's kind of hard to do that. But anyway, um, hello. Uh, you need to be out and touching your plants. Okay, your plants are going to communicate with you. You're going to send those electrical impulses back and forth. That is beneficial for you. It is beneficial for your plants. All right. So let me go ahead and get started here. I will go through and start showing you some bits and pieces of stuff that I'm taking. Again, folks, this is extremely cost effective. It is really beneficial for the plants, for the soil, um, the microbes in the soil, and by doing this, you're going to increase your yields. You're going to go and build healthy soil. All right, you're not going to be stripping, all the nutrients. You're not going to be going through and causing damage. You have to take into consideration your environmental factors when you're doing what you're doing. And regenerative agriculture works with nature, not against nature. Remember, use nature to feed nature. So let's get started. All right, this is what I'm headed out with. Got my 5 gallon pail. I got a pair of scissors, and I got a little shovel. So let's get to walking. Okay, so first thing, all right, I see a feather. Throw it in the bucket. All right, moss. All right, moss is really good. All right, throw it in the bucket. All right, so we call these weeds. I don't know the actual name of it. All right, but we call these things weeds. This is a great thing. Again, it's got microbiology and it's got nutrients. Mother Nature doesn't go through and provide something that doesn't feed itself. So it's here for a reason. All right, let's put some of this, put it in a bucket. Okay, found some dandelions. Grab some of the dandelion leaves. Dandelions are one of the most nutrient dense plants on the planet. Okay, dig around some of your trees. You can see a lot of this has already been broken down. All right, grab some of that. Hey, if you got a brush pile, that's been sitting out there for a while, this is one of the great places to go through. All right, this is Mother Nature's compost pile. All right, if you have a tractor, God, I need to get one. But if you've got a tractor, lift it up, dig underneath it. I don't have one today, so I won't be lifting it up. Okay, this is a brush pile that I did have. It's been out here for several years. All right, as you can see, It's all breaking down. All right, grab some of that. Okay. Okay, so if you've got fruit trees, grab some of the stuff around your fruit trees. Okay, one of the best places to go through and get a lot of microbiology is if you have a wet weather pond like I do here. All right, this soil has so much microbiology in it, got so much nutrients in it. Even if you have a regular pond, okay, get stuff from the sides of it. This stuff is so healthy, it's so good, it's so full of nutrients. It's like gold. Hey, if you find bones, okay, for your feed, throw your bones in there. Hey, out in your chicken house, this is where my chickens were. Again, the chickens are pooping in here. Okay, grab some of the greens that happen to come up from there. Throw it in the bucket. Okay, so my microphone died, but I gotta go through and dub this over. So once you get everything together in your bucket, all right, you want to go through and start filling it full of water. Fill it all the way up to the top. What this is doing is this is going to cause all of the microbiology, all of the nutrients and the minerals to seep into the water. By doing this, the water itself is going to become very nutrient dense. And again, folks, this didn't take me very long at all. I went out and I spent about 20 minutes. Okay, it doesn't cost anything other than the $30 that you're going to have to go through and go for the aquarium pump. But you go through and you fill this thing up. All right, then you're going to go through and take it over to your porch. You want to leave it outside. All right, and you just let it sit. So it's going to sit there for about a week, all right, as it goes through and breaks down. One thing I did not go through and state in the other video is you want to make sure that after you're done doing your foliar feed, you go through and thoroughly wash the 5-gallon bucket. All right. You also want to go through and wash the tubes that for the aquarium pump. If you don't wash it, it's going to end up going through and getting a biofilm in it. All right, and a biofilm is not good. So, anyway, I appreciate you all following along. Until next time, live your best life. God bless. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, live your best life.